Ladies and gentlemen, today we're diving headfirst into the wild, chaotic world of monster trucks. And trust me, nothing says midlife crisis quite like taking a perfectly fine pickup truck and transforming it into something you'd normally see chasing my friend Timmy down a dirt road after one of his legendary bar nights. Sorry, Timmy, but remember when you thought a lawnmower race meant you had to race on the mower? Good times, buddy. Now, before we get into the gear-grinding madness of this beast, do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button like it's the gas pedal at a monster truck rally, and check out the link in the video description for the full auction listing on Mecum. Don't worry, it won't bite. Unlike Timmy's ferret, but that's another story. All right, buckle up, and maybe grab a stepladder. Now, onto today's mechanical marvel, or monstrosity, depending on your taste. The 1987 Toyota monster truck. Under its hood, instead of Toyota's beloved engine, this thing's got a 4.3-litre V6 out of a 1992 GMC. Yeah, because why stick to Toyota's legendary reliability when you can slap in an engine from the early 90s, a time when automotive technology peaked at, let's hope it starts this morning. It's paired with a 5-speed manual transmission and transfer case, courtesy of the good folks at Toyota, so at least it has something that'll actually work consistently. Now, speaking of consistency, let's talk aesthetics. They've given it a red and charcoal grey paint job, probably to distract you from the fact they've stripped away everything remotely practical. Door handles, tailgates, key locks, windshield washer nozzles. Essentially, they've shaved off more features than my neighbour shaved off his taxes last year. Hope the IRS isn't watching. And his name is Billy. Yeah, Billy, if you're listening, we know. The whole neighborhood knows. Even the raccoons whisper about your business deductions. Inside, they've kept Toyota's seats, dashboard, and door panels, only now they're wrapped in leather. Because nothing says off-road beast quite like a luxurious leather interior. Perfect for Timmy's muddy boots after he mistakes your monster truck for an Uber at 3 a.m. To keep the vibes going, they've thrown in a Pioneer head unit with amplifiers and Memphis speakers, including a subwoofer. Basically, it's a mobile disco disguised as a monster truck. Underneath is where the magic or insanity really happens. They've fitted it with a custom 4-link suspension, full hydraulic steering, and reworked 4-wheel drive. Suspension-wise, we've got racer runner shocks, absorbing impacts better than your local politician absorbing campaign donations. Connecting it all to the road are massive 20-inch Dick Sepek wheels wrapped in Interco Aroc Super Swamper tires. Tires so big they make Timmy's bar tab look reasonable. And speaking of financial irresponsibility, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for. This automotive Frankenstein recently hit the Mecum auction block in Glendale, Arizona, fetching a cool $38,500, 35,400 euros. Yep. Nearly $40,000 for an 87 Toyota that's taller than my neighbor's ego and probably just as expensive to maintain. Back in 1987, you could buy a brand new Toyota pickup for about $8,000. Talk about inflation. Nowadays, monster trucks at auctions can easily hit 6 figures. But let's be honest, this one's firmly in the "it looks weird, but I'd still take a selfie with it" category. So, what happens now? Well, whoever bought it either becomes the coolest guy in his HOA or the most wanted man at the DMV. I think this truck's future includes 3 things: storage, regret, and eventually a TikTok video where it ends up doing donuts in a cornfield. Timmy, if you're watching, don't get any ideas. Seriously. And if you're thinking, hey, I want to help support more automotive madness like this, then for just $1 measly a month, you can become a sponsor of this glorious mess we call a YouTube channel. The link's in the description, right between the jokes and the dreams. Until next time, folks, drive big, think bigger, and never lend Timmy your car. He still owes me hubcaps.